What is up, parties and hardos? Back at it again after the week off. As y'all can see, I'm by myself. That's only for right now, though. We got two amazing guests, two regulars coming back on for this episode. Spinny is off, enjoying his honeymoon. We had his wedding this past weekend. It was awesome. And so I let him just, enjoy the honeymoon with his wife, and I came on here myself. So with that being said, episode 65, we got the Trevor May, James Paxton, and Nestor Cortez episode. There was actually a lot more MLB players to wear 65 than I thought there would be, but we're going to run with the Trevor May episode. So episode 65, you already know what we're going to be talking about. Lots of MLB talk today. So let's just get right into it. And I'm talking with my mic muted. That was classic. We're joined by Brendan Kienlen and Connor Forbrook, our MLB guy. Sad boy who didn't keep Ohtani is Forbrook's. That is tough, man.
Just let Brendan have him.
Literally. I can't believe that. And that ended up being... You also let me have Sandy Alcantara, my headline. Sad Sandy Alcantara fan. Man, he's been terrible this year. We're going to talk about it, though. Let's start with Spinny's wedding, though. Let's talk about it for a little bit. What was your guys' favorite part of the wedding? I thought it was the guy with Ohtani. Okay. I thought it was an awesome weekend from Friday all the way to Sunday. Lots of memories made. But what was one of your guys' favorite parts?
I would say, just like for being as unorganized as your co-host is, I would say things ran very smoothly. And like, you don't expect anything to you don't expect it to go, I don't know, it's a wedding. Like, you expect it to go smooth. But the fact that Dylan's wedding went as smooth as it did was a surprise to me.
And he was on time for things too.
He was on time. He was directing traffic.
Yeah. Crazy. I thought that was nuts too. How about you, Brendan?
My favorite part, other than having almost the entire fantasy baseball league there, was probably...
That was sweet.
Intentionally throwing a game of bags just so my partner John Brandel would get mad. That was pretty fun.
Did he know you were doing that, or is he?
Yes, I was good, and I said no, not really. And then we had a practice round, and I think I put 2 in the hole and 2 on the board. And he was like, "Let's go! Like, this is gonna be a good game." And then the entire all of the actual game, I was just dumping them in front of the board, on either side of the board, and he was just mean mugging me the whole time. So that was pretty fun.
I would also say for the dance portion of it, like in the end of the night, it was probably the most packed I've seen a dance floor for a wedding. From start to finish. It was full, and I mean that says something about the bride and the groom and who they invite to. So
yeah, I thought that was I could feel the floor moving.
It was moving. I was a little scared.
Yeah, so was I.
It was like a trampoline.
Mm-hmm.
They did a good job, though, at the end of the night, rounding everybody up and getting them all out on the dance floor. And yeah, it was a great turnout. Lots of people that I've seen on the pod, past guests that I've never even met. So I was glad to meet those guys. Trevor Zerke being one, he's been on numerous times. But yeah, it was overall a great weekend, and I'm glad those two they finally got the day done, and I hope they're enjoying themselves over in Europe.
Also, Fetty Buss nailed his best man speech. So
that's what people were saying, man, but I don't know.
Kept it short and sweet and got some laughs, and I mean that's all you can ask for. So
right,
no one wants the one that drags on.
Yeah. So thank you for that, Forbrook. Appreciate that. But now let's jump into MLB talk. we're going to talk about the first half of the season now that the second half of the season is officially underway. Any storylines, surprises, or literally anything we want to talk about on the first half of the season. I'll start it off with one thing. So there's been a number of teams that have made a jump this year. Some of us have accurately predicted these. Brendan predicting the Marlins kind of overachieving this year. Me talking about the Rangers and Diamondbacks, all on our MLB preview episode. But other than those teams, the Reds and the Orioles were the other teams I was thinking of that have definitely surprised people this year. Out of those 5 teams, which one do you guys think is the most legit?
Out of which 5? Reds,
Orioles.
Orioles.
Sorry, it was all over the place. Orioles, Rangers, D-backs, Marlins, and Reds.
I don't know. I think it's a toss-up between the Orioles and the Rangers, personally.
I lean Orioles too maybe the Reds as well. But I feel like the Reds are they're a little early. I still think their future looks a lot brighter than the present does.
Yeah, which still an exciting year for them. I just don't think it'll go far. But
yeah,
they lack the starting pitching that they need.
I kind of think the Marlins are in that same boat too. I just don't know if they'll keep it up the rest of the year, especially in the Braves division. I know they don't have to play the Braves as much, but still. The Rangers and Orioles, I mean, those guys are top of their divisions right now. Unreal. I think the Orioles are actually tied with the Rays, but win percentage-wise, or I don't know. They look tied on the thing. They had different win percentages, so I don't know how the hell they were tied.
They are technically 1 game behind.
Okay. Then I don't know why my standings didn't say that. My standings literally said tied. But either way, I mean, that's unreal. D-backs are second in theirs behind the Dodgers. So great jumps by those guys, at least halfway through the season, that is. The second part of this would be teams that have underperformed so far. That would be the Yankees, the Mariners, the Mets, the Cardinals, and the Padres. Out of those 5 teams, which one do you guys think is the most likely to bounce back in the second half? All those teams are outside of the playoff hunt as of right now.
I would say with the addition of Judge, getting the Judge back, I think the Yankees are probably
Is he close?
I saw August, so
Couple
I think it was early mid-August. So the Yankees would be the team that I would pick just because they're still kind of in the mix compared to the Padres and the Mets, who honestly, I don't think they're going to get back in it.
Dumpster
What about
fire.
the Cards? They're probably out too, right?
I think Cards are big sellers at the deadline, to be honest with you.
How big are we talking?
Like Nolan and Goldschmidt.
Like Nolan and Goldie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I agree with you, though, Forbes. I'd say the Yankees, the Mariners, they have the pitching staff to come back and get it done. It doesn't help that the Rangers and the Astros have been so good this year. But with the Mariners pitching staff, if their bats are able to get hot, they could definitely get on a run here and get back into the playoff hunt.
And Carlos Rodon coming back for the Yankees.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a great point as well.
The thing I saw about the Padres, I mean, they've been hammered with injuries this year, but I did see that they were 5-15 right now in 1-run games, and they haven't. I think they're 8 games they played in extras. They haven't won one, so you can maybe see maybe a little bit of back to the norm for that. I mean,
so they're the 2022 Twins, is what you're saying.
There might be some.
Pretty much, that's what it sounds like.
Or the 2022 Minnesota Vikings too. Or no, 2021 Minnesota Vikings. Didn't that the team that lost all the close games? I don't remember. But yeah.
What else we got, boys?
Oh, the Mets. I mean, Verlander and Scherzer combined 4 ERA. I think I saw too, and with those two not pitching like they expected them to, they kind of just look old and sluggish. And
Verlander was on the IL for a while. Scherzer had that 10-game suspension. He might even been hurt for a while too. So yeah, it's been a mess in New York.
Yeah.
They just can't keep an ace healthy or young. I mean, they went and signed two of the oldest pitchers. You know, two of the oldest ace pitchers, and then you're gonna get IL time. That's just the way it is.
You kind of called that too, Brendan, in the preseason. I'll admit it. You said the Mets are going to fall off this year.
I'm happy with that prediction.
Yeah, I mean, I am too. Whenever I get to see the New York team suck, it's awesome.
Yeah, I was just going to say I'm happier with where the Yankees are than where the Mets are. But
yeah, I agree. You guys have any other storylines or anything that surprised you from the first half?
Tim Anderson does not have a home run yet.
He's been so bad.
That's my favorite storyline from the entire season. I despise that guy. So I'm pretty happy about that.
I wish I would have wrote it down, but I saw on Twitter his stat line since he had that beef with Josh Donaldson or whatever it was 2 years ago or whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
God, I wish I would have wrote it down, but his stat line was ridiculously bad since that happened.
But he got the yips.
He does have the yips. It's awesome seeing that White Sox sucking. I mean, they're 15 games under 500. I knew they weren't going to be good, but I didn't think they'd be that bad.
40-56.
There you go, 16 games. Yeah, that's not good. All right, I got another question for y'all. All-Star break. Did y'all watch it? Did you like it? What do you think about the All-Star break? I don't know, man. The game, at least, I like the home run derby, but I'm just not even interested in the game anymore. I watched probably 4 or 5 innings and then I had to shut it off. I just didn't care.
I watched the home run derby from start to finish, and I have ever since they changed to the clock. I love the clock.
Same.
I love the bracket, the matchups. It just it makes there's going to be a walk-off or potential walk-off every round. I love that. My only thing is I wish they had to let the ball land before they
did. They used to?
I think they did. I think they just did it before them when they just did the 10 outs. But you saw Julio Rodriguez just get and credit to him, his pitcher was throwing right down the middle and
ridiculous
in the first round there, and he was just in a groove. And I mean, hats off to him because he put on an absolute performance in front of the home crowd. But it does get kind of silly when you're just watching the screen for the number to go 18, 19, 20, and
right.
I want to see the balls. I want to see someone catch it or nail one of those kids running around in the outfield.
Did you guys see that video of the kid absolutely getting smoked by a line drive?
Well, no. I didn't see it till
it was crazy.
I didn't see it till 2 days later.
Well, no, yeah.
And it's well, I would have saw it if maybe they would show all the balls that were hit.
I thought they had to wait.
He definitely took his eye off the ball, and that thing just nicked off his glove and just smoked him in the face. All the kids around him were like this. I should be laughing at that, but I'm sorry. It was funny.
Oh, no, it's good. Live. That builds character. It'll be fine.
Facts. What were you saying, though, Brendan? I made you lose your train of thought, didn't I?
I think you were saying they used to they used to have to let
the first year that they brought the clock into the home run derby, they did have to wait till it landed.
That's what I thought.
But nobody waited.
No one followed it, really.
Yeah. No, they didn't regulate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the one change I would make too. I totally agree with that. The game, though, you guys are you even in? Did you guys watch the game? Were you interested at all in the game?
I wasn't able to watch the game. I was working late that night, and by the time I got home, it was almost over. So.
Yeah, and I watched a few innings to start, and I watched the last 2 innings, but wasn't really interested. The jersey selection, I don't know who did that, but miss.
Yeah, that wasn't for me.
Complete mess. Either have jerseys that have them wear their original jerseys, like the home and away that they wear for the team, or have it have the jerseys have some kind of something to do with the host city or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or have the Mariners colors or something. That would have been cool. I don't know.
Yeah, those are good ideas. I like that. Definitely
Speaking
better
of
than something
jerseys,
random.
when are the Twins going to get a City Connect jersey? I'm getting a little impatient here.
Well, if it's anything like the Wolves City jerseys, I'm okay with waiting.
Yeah, I was gonna say our Wolves ones are not very good. Not good at all.
Yeah, I'm scared we're going to wait for 5 years since the first City Connect jerseys, and then ours are just going to suck, and it's going to be like, oh, great. But
all right, before we jump, we're gonna do trivia after this. But before we do that, I got 3 different categories of players. We're gonna rattle through them here. All right. First one: is he back or not? Cody Bellinger, Christian Yelich, Blake Snell. Do you guys think they're back now because they're all having great years, or is it kind of just maybe a one year wonder in the middle of their slump and they're going to be back to struggling again next year? I mean, these are all guys that have won major awards previously in their careers.
I think Snell is back.
Snell's back? Both agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Bellinger's back. But that might be a little biased because I have a Hall of Fame bet with him. So
okay.
So I'm hoping he's back.
Yeah.
But
he better
the Hall
be
of Fame
back
is looking less and less likely. Yelich, I don't know if he's ever going to be back to what he really. I don't know. He's the one that I
on Yelich or Bellinger yet, but
I'll give you a Yelich stat line here and have a second. He's batting .283. He's got 69 runs scored, 13 home runs, 50 RBIs, and 21 stolen bases.
How many runs scored?
69.
Holy smoke. That seems like a ton.
That is a ton. That's got to be up there.
I didn't realize he was having a bit of a season, to be honest.
Yeah, he is. And Bellinger, he's been absolutely raking since he came back from his injury. His stat line is 308 average, 51 runs scored, 12 home runs, 35 RBIs, and 12 stolen bases. I don't have games played, but he's definitely played a lot less. He probably missed 20 to 30 games, and he still has that stat line. So I don't know. I think they might all 3 be back, honestly. They all kind of slumped during that weird COVID season, and maybe something with that. Maybe that had to do with something. I don't know. But and this comes from me, who I thought Bellinger was done for. I literally have always said that, but he's kind of giving me he's back vibes.
I know Bellinger's agent was saying that he just needed time for his front shoulder to heal because he injured his front shoulder.
Yeah.
And that's why he was struggling so much his last couple of years with the Dodgers. And apparently that was true since he's having a pretty good year for the Cubbies. So good for him. I mean, his home runs are beautiful. That long swing.
Yeah, they are.
Fun to watch.
Okay, next category. Is this a fluke year or more to come? There's a lot of names here. I'll just do 3 of them. Nathan Eovaldi, Luis Arraez, Adolis Garcia. Nathan Eovaldi, unreal year, definitely his career best so far. We all know what Luis Arraez has been doing, and Adolis Garcia, he leads the MLB in RBIs.
Eovaldi, I think a change of scenery definitely helped.
That helped him. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're a pull hitter on either side in Fenway, you can do some pretty good damage with a single swing. So I think the change of scenery helped, and then being on the Rangers staff, pitching staff, probably helped. I mean, you have access to Jacob deGrom on a daily basis. You think you're not going to learn something?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. How about you, Forbrook? What do you think?
Forbes, you can go.
No, I agree with Eovaldi. Arraez is tough because obviously he's been doing what he's doing this year is next level.
Right.
I mean, flirting with 400.
I didn't necessarily. Okay, I should have prefaced Luis right. I didn't necessarily mean is he going to bat 370 every year? Is he like a 330 threat going forward every single year, no matter what?
As long as his body stays under him, then yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not, actually. Do we think what is your guys' prediction for where Arise ends up at the end of the year? Because I think currently he's at like 378.
Yeah, it's been starting to fall a little bit. I'll go
I think I saw it.
350, 358 is what I'm going to do. I think he's going to fall a little bit more, but still unreal, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's almost got to fall.
352.
And I'll go like 361.
Okay, so we're all expecting more regression. That's what
insane year.
That's the thing is his regression is some guys would take. Some guys, they would raise their average to 300 if they did what he regressed to.
Facts. That is fact. What about Adolis? This man's got 73 runs scored, 24 home runs, and 80 RBIs.
I don't
That's unreal.
think he's going to have that insane level of RBIs every year, but I think he's going to be solid for the next handful of years at least. I mean, we've seen flashes of it over the last couple of years.
Right. Yeah, you know, he's probably going to be a threat to flirt with 30 home runs, 100 RBIs going forward, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of leaning towards this is the new norm for those guys. Especially Valdi, like you said, Brendan, that change of scenery has definitely helped a lot of other players in the past too. So that comes as no surprise to see it helping him. Let's jump to the last category of people here. This is the flip side of it. Is it just a tough year, or is this the new norm for these guys? My boy, Sandy Alcantara, Dylan Cease, Jacob deGrom, injury-wise, is he going to just stay injured all the time, or can he actually put together a healthy season? And then your shortstops, Carlos Correa and Trey Turner, have all been sucking. I'm still kind of leaning towards all these guys are fine. Maybe this is just an off year. But, I mean, I know he's struggled with run support, but, like, Alcantara, outside of his Cy Young year, has never, like, had that good of stats. It pains me to say, but he hasn't. So, like, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think, well, he led the league in innings pitched by a pretty good
last
margin.
Year by it. Yeah.
Wasn't it like 30 innings or something? Something
ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, you could just be seeing a tired arm, honestly. But, or it could also be, we've talked about this, Jack, it could be the implementation of the pitch clock.
That's true.
Another pitcher that we've seen struggle way worse than Alcantara this year, Alek Manoah. They had to send him down to single A just so he could figure it out. And what does he got now? 2 starts back, 3 starts back in the majors.
Yeah, and he's starting to get it back together a little bit.
Yeah. Correa, I think Correa is going to be fine. I saw a stat either today or yesterday. He's hitting like 330 since they moved him into the leadoff spot. So I think it's more of a mentality thing for him. Forbes, you got anything?
In terms of who are the guys that we haven't hit yet?
Dylan Cease would be one. We haven't really talked about him. And deGrom. Can deGrom stay healthy? His was just injury based, obviously. But
I'm just gonna say deGrom's not gonna stay healthy.
Like why? I don't.
Why would
so.
he?
He hasn't shown it to us in how long?
Alcantara. I mean, he had the one elite year last year, but I don't think he's gonna be bad going forward. But I think he'll just be one of those quality. I wouldn't say elite guy, but he'll be like just a quality starter going forward.
I could see that. That sucks for me, but I could definitely see that. Dylan Cease too. That was another one. Like he had this elite year last year, but if you look at his 2 years before that, he had 4 ERAs as well. So like I don't know, maybe they just outperformed last year.
those guys that have those 1 year like outliers, they do sketch me out a lot. So
Flash in the pan.
especially the pitching. I don't know. It seems like maybe guys just kind of figure them out then.
Yeah.
And then in terms of who was the last guy?
Trey Turner would be the only one we haven't commented on.
I
Trey
don't
Turner,
know.
Carlos Correa.
I don't know if I
paired
can
them
comment.
together.
I don't know if I can comment on Trey Turner. Carlos Correa, I think he'll figure it out. And he kind of has shown he has been lately. So, I mean, for the Twins' sake, we kind of need him to.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, we do.
I do feel like a lot of it is even, both ways, pitchers and these shortstop here is the pitch clock, like Brendan said. So a lot of getting used to that, and it might even take the whole season for these guys to get used to that. So we'll see how they bounce back next year or even the second half of the season.
Real quick here, Bus. Throwback to my one of my previous appearances when we were talking about the Rangers signing DeGrom, and I said that he'll never stay healthy, and Spinny did not agree with that. So, not to rain on Spinny's honeymoon, but I was right again.
Man, Spinny, I hope you're listening to this. You better be listening. I'm going to be upset if you don't. All right, y'all. I think we know what time it is. Time for me to kick your ass in trivia. All right, who wants to ask first?
I'll go.
I suppose Forbes should go last. Sorry, it automatically plays again. That's my fault. Forbes should definitely go last since he's on a 2-game win streak here.
Two?
I'm ending it. Yeah, last 2 times you've been on, you won both. So I need to end your streak here today. Brendan, you can go first, though.
All right. Who is the active hits leader in the MLB? It's my easy one. All-time, career active hits leader.
Oh, career.
Yeah, not this season. Like
an active?
Yeah.
Okay, I got mine. Damn, I thought you meant like for this season.
Oh no. I probably should have done that. That probably would have been harder, but it's the easy question. So,
man, is he? Okay, I gotta guess. I think he's still playing this year. Miguel Cabrera?
Yeah, Miguel Cabrera.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
He's having a terrible year too. I watched him. I watched him when the Tigers came to town, and I think he had a home run, but his batting average was pretty poor, I think. He just looks old.
My easy question. You have to get both of these teams. It's easy, though, so don't overthink. Most wins in the AL and the NL. Which 2 teams?
I think I know.
Why is the NL slipping me? I'm gonna say, I'll go first, Brendan. I'm gonna go the Rays and the Phillies.
Rays and Braves.
Rays and Braves is the correct answer.
Let's go.
I do believe they've been leading all year, actually, both those teams. All right, Forbes, your question.
Who is the first MLB pitcher to throw over 100 miles an hour?
Like verified?
Like verified. Well, not in our lifetime, verified.
Is this person still alive?
You said not in our lifetime?
Yeah, he's still alive. God, maybe I shouldn't have picked this as my easy.
He played not in our lifetime, though, right? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. I got an answer then.
He threw hard, Brendan. He threw so hard.
Oh, I think I don't know who it is.
All right.
Is it Nolan Ryan?
Nolan Ryan.
Yep.
Okay. I was going to be pissed if it wasn't him.
Yeah, me too.
I think he was the reason radar guns were brought into the game.
All right, Brendan, your next question.
Okay. Who is another active leader here? Which active player has the most hit by pitches?
I feel like I saw this recently. Active player with the most hit by pitches?
Correct.
Career?
Yeah, not single season, career.
Man.
It's Bartolo Colon.
Oh, he's so bad. I feel like I've seen this recently too, honestly. But
I thought I saw the single season. But
man, I don't know.
what if he wants to say Miguel again?
I'll throw out who the hell's old?
I'm gonna say Miguel Cabrera again.
Let's just go. I have no idea. Paul Goldschmidt. I don't think that's right. I don't think he takes that.
You're both wrong. Anthony Rizzo ranks 8th all time.
Rizzo.
I did
212.
Okay. Interesting. All right, my medium question. What team has the best run differential in the MLB?
Someone with good pitching and hitting, huh?
God, I've seen this. I'm going to go Rangers again.
I'm going to go... I'll go Rays.
It is the Rangers. Rangers.
Damn it.
Yep.
It is the Rangers, indeed. Yep. I think the Braves are second, I believe. All right, Forbrook, what's your medium question? Brendan's up 4-2-1 right now.
All right. How many baseballs are used in the average MLB game? I have an average number that most of the internet agreed on, and I'll give you guys within 10 baseballs both ways.
Okay.
127.
127 is his guess. I will go. It's got to be. I will go 140.
So the consensus, maybe I should change it, but the consensus was like 100 exactly. With the upper limit being at 120, the lower limit being at like 85. So
yeah, I mean, I could see that.
I guess I should put it like within that range, but neither of you guys got it. So
no, that's okay. That was a good question.
All right. We're going
to the hard round.
Test your Minnesota Twins knowledge here.
Oh gosh.
Which
this is gonna be
Twins
embarrassing when I get it wrong?
Has given up the most home runs in a Twins uniform?
Which Twins pitcher?
Yes, has given up the most home runs in a Twins uniform.
I got my answer. God, there's a lot of pitchers that gave up lots of home runs. Jesse Crane comes to mind.
He was a reliever, though.
I know, but he gave up dingers.
All right, I got to guess too, I guess. I really don't think this is right. I feel like it's too obvious of an answer for hard, but Bert?
I'm going longevity, and I'm going to say Brad Radke.
Forbes is right. It was Brad Radke.
No.
Oh, I just knew he started so many games for us. So
326 home runs surrendered over 2,451 innings pitched.
update the standings, Bus. What are we at?
It is, if I can find my pen, it is 4-2.
Who's got 2?
Me.
But you also have more questions to ask. You got 2 questions here to get.
One.
I have to give my question now. So.
Oh shit, Brendan's.
Yeah, so Brendan has got the advantage here. Forbes, you have to nail this question. All right. I don't think either of you are getting this question. This player is tied with Ohtani for 3rd in WAR right now, even though he isn't top 50 in any other major batting stat. Hits, average, home run, RBIs, etc. Those stats. He's not even top 50 in any of those, but he is 3rd in WAR, tied for 3rd.
Position player, obviously.
Yep.
Damn.
I thought that was crazy too when I saw that. I was like, I don't even know.
So it's obviously defensive.
Yeah, he obviously is killing it on defense.
Man, I don't even have a guess.
I'll give you a hint. NL player.
That helps a little bit.
Even helps.
Count me down.
10 seconds.
Sure. I'm not getting it.
5 seconds. Play shortstop.
I was going to say Acuna, but he's obviously.
He's in every other stat. Yeah.
Turner?
That's a good guess. It is Ha-Sung Kim for the Padres. He is tied for 3rd right now in WAR, but believe it or not, I don't know how, but apparently he's killing it defensively.
I think I just gave Brendan the game.
Why? So, your hard question ain't that tough or what?
No, it's not. Who holds the record for the most stolen bases in one season? In MLB.
I feel like that's got to be a really easy answer.
So Ricky Henderson?
Ricky Henderson?
I think I was supposed to be my easy question, and I flipped him around.
Because it is Ricky, right?
Yeah, no, I think the Nolan Ryan one should have been last. It is Ricky. Congrats, Brendan.
Thank you, Forbes. Thank you.
Yes, I beat Forbes with that too. Thanks.
Damn it.
Thanks for the underhand throw. Appreciate it. 7-5-4 final score.
Let's
Brendan,
go.
I think that was your first dub on the show, huh?
I think I won once.
Oh, did you? You might have.
Probably not.
All right, now that that's done, let's talk about the second half of the MLB season. What do you guys want to talk about? You want to make some predictions? You guys got a storyline you want to follow and mention? What are we thinking here about the second half?
Do we think
MVP?
Say that again, Brendan.
Ohtani MVP.
Let's just do them all then. That was one of my questions. Call it now. Winner of the MVP, Cy Young, and Rookie of the Year. We don't have to Rookie of the Year if you don't want. Cy Young and MVP.
Garrett Cole might finally get it this year.
Both leagues. Shohei's obviously winning MVP. That's unanimous. My NL right now, I think, has to be Ronald Acuna, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's mine right now. So I'd say him. Cy Young, though.
Kind of up for grabs.
This is where it gets in. Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Man, I'm just peeping the stat leaders here. I might give the slight edge to. Yeah, he has enough starts. I'm gonna go McClanahan for the AL.
If he can stay off
He's
the
11-1
IL.
right now. Yeah, but like just looking at other leaders across MLB, he has 18 starts. Like Zach Gallen has 20, Evaldi has 19, Strider has 19. So he's like right around these guys in terms of pitches or innings pitched. So 11-1, not otherworldly in terms of strikeouts, but solid numbers across the board. I'm gonna go McClanahan for the AL.
Yeah.
I personally don't know how you can bet against Garrett Cole right now. I think that's my pick. And what is he right now? 9-2, 2.78 ERA.
He does have,
and the Yankees suck.
The Yankees do suck.
He does lead all pitchers in WAR right now, Garrett Cole.
Yeah.
And he's never won a Cy Young. Get that storyline going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm probably wrong. I think you're right, but I'm gonna stick with it. Is that your pick then too, Brendan Cole?
Yeah, I kind of slipped that in earlier. I don't know if it came through, but
What about the NL? I feel like this one is even more wide open, but man, I mean, if he could lower the ERA a little bit more, 3.6 is solid. It's not bad by any means, but Spencer Strider, I feel like if he lowers that ERA a little bit, he's a lock. How many freaking Ks that dude gets? It's unreal.
Yeah.
I might say him. I'm gonna say Strider because he right now is tied for first in MLB in wins. He's 11-3, and he's got this absurd 14.3 K per nine. Like what? That's like on pace to be MLB record or at least top 3. So yeah, he's had issues with the long ball this year. So if he can stop giving up so many home runs, then I mean, he's getting hella run support every game being on the Braves.
yeah.
So I'm going Strider.
Yeah, that was my only concern with saying Strider was the home runs and the ERA, because he's on my fantasy team, so obviously I'm pretty familiar with his stats. But
yeah,
I mean, he could go on a scoreless innings tear at any moment and just be lights out. I'm pretty sure that, what was it, a 16 strikeout game he had last year? That was in, I think, August. So it doesn't seem like he'll slow down much second half of the year. But I would like to see my boy get the Cy Young. It's my guy.
Second year in the MLB, getting it.
Should have won the Rookie of the Year.
He should have. I don't know how Michael Harris won it, but whatever.
I thought for sure that 16 strikeout game just locked it in.
Because solidified it, yeah.
Right. How many rookies get a 16 strikeout game, let alone 13 or 14?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
But
if I said Marcus Stroman, I guess I'm assuming he's going to get traded here at the deadline. So I guess if he goes to the AL, it completely nullifies that. But I'm going off the board a little bit on the NL side just because it's been so chalky. And
don't their stats reset even on a different team within the same league, though?
Is that true? Because that,
in terms of awards consideration?
Yeah. I don't know how that works. Because I know it definitely does when you hop leagues. When you go from AL, I know it does.
I'm not sure if you stay in league, but Stroman looks like he's going to get dealt, though. So,
yeah, you would assume so. I mean, I believe he's tied for first right now in quality starts in MLB, and he's got a solid ERA, and I think he has 10 wins. So, I mean, he's definitely in the conversation. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's jump to teams though, since we're on the train of predicting things here. Let's start in the AL. Division winners, and then AL champion. AL East, I'm going Rays. I think they edge out the Orioles.
I'd like to see the Orioles win it, so I'm just going to say Orioles. I like the Rays, but the Orioles are young and exciting. Fun to watch.
I'm with you. I'm picking the Orioles.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Central. Obviously, I got Rock Twins.
I think we'll edge it out. I don't think it'll be pretty, but I think we'll win the Central.
No, I kind of want to go Guardians here, but I guess I got to.
I mean, Bieber's dealing with injuries. McKenzie's hurt again. Tristan McKenzie, their best two pitchers. So I just don't know if they'll be able to keep it going.
Is Buxton ever going to play defense again?
Not this year.
I think he's got like serious problems that they're not addressing, to be honest with you. Hold on, I just saw this on Twitter today. I have it right here. April, March, 258 batting average. May, 179. June, 160. July, 150. There's no way he's healthy and hitting 150.
Well, and my thing is too is like when you're the DH, I mean, all you're doing is hitting. So like you go sit in the dugout for another 3 innings, so your next at bat. Whereas like I feel like a guy like Buxton needs to be playing some defense, and like he need it. So if he can't, I understand that, but he's the kind of guy that needs to go maybe like make a play out in center field to maybe like get the hitting going or get some momentum going. Some guys just can't DH for some reason. So
yeah, I don't know, but then you run the risk of. Seems like most of his injuries are, playing out in the outfield. I know he had that hit by pitch that broke his hand, and then the one time was running to first base and he, aggravated a hip flexor or something like that. But
yeah,
I don't know. I honestly don't know what to do there with him.
It is starting to get a little out of hand. I totally agree. AL West. I'm gonna go Rangers. I think they do this all the way to the end of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's only Rangers or Astros. I don't think the Mariners stand a chance.
No. I think Astros probably definitely grab a wild card spot. Angels are going to fall apart. It's already starting. I don't think Shohei gets traded. He should, but I don't think he will.
So he's a free agent at the end of the season.
Correct.
The time to trade him was last year. I mean, you said it on this pod last year.
Yeah.
But no, we're just going to apparently let the best player in baseball walk for nothing. Like, what are we doing here?
I mean, they still are going to command a pretty big haul, but not nearly as what it was.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, the hypothetical if they actually don't trade him. He's like, I just don't envision him re-signing with them this summer.
No, there's no way. Why would he?
Why? Unless he just doesn't want to win. If he only wants the fat bag.
Imagine that guy on a team with run support.
That's what I'm saying, man. He's doing this stuff right now, and he's on the freaking Angels.
Imagine the Rays or the Rangers he won't go to the Rangers because it's the same division, but imagine the Rays just dump the farm system.
Yeah.
Bring Shohei in. They don't even give up like Rasmussen or Springs or anybody. They bring Shohei in, it's game over.
Yeah. They able to keep Wander in the deal too on the team, Franco, and yeah, that team would be unreal.
Shohei on the Braves would be ridiculous. I'd like to see that.
Oh my God. Don't even put those thoughts into my head. Since we're talking about the Braves, NL East, is anyone other than the Braves winning? Because I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't really think so. I mean, as long as they can stay healthy, but is Max Fried coming back?
I haven't checked his status in a couple weeks, so I'm not really sure.
I mean, if they get him back towards the end of the year and he's fully rehabbed, like it's only going to get tougher for everybody else.
Right.
They've been doing what they've been doing this year with guys that they brought up from AAA and like
Bryce Elder.
Yeah, filled in starts and stuff.
Right.
They brought Mike Soroka up a couple times to try to get him back.
Yeah, because Kyle Wright's been hurt all year too.
Yeah, Kyle Wright got hurt in like May.
Yeah.
So
2 of their best 3 pitchers from last year haven't even really played at all this year.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeah, I got to stick with the Braves for the East. Central and West, last two. Central seems to still be – both of these still are up for grabs. Looking at the standings now, I don't really have faith in any of the Central teams, not going to lie. I think both AL and NL Central is just garbage.
Yeah.
Let's just go – I'm going to stick with the Brewers. They're on top right now. I just don't see any of the teams underneath them flipping the script and turning their season around. I just really don't.
I'm going to say the Reds win the NL Central.
Ooh.
Because how far back are they? It's only a couple
They're
games.
only 2.5. 2.5.
And they've been hot. And they're young, and they probably got a chip on their shoulder because they're all guys that got traded away from other organizations. So,
like us.
Yeah, no, I got the Brewers too, Bus. It is tough making some of these divisional predictions without seeing all the trades that are going to go down. I'm guessing a lot of starting pitchers are going to be dealt.
It's a good point. Was it August 1st, I believe, at some point? 6 p.m. or something on August 1st is the trade deadline or something like that?
Does it seem like any contender really doesn't need pitching? Because it seems like there's usually a couple teams that need it at this time of the year or don't need it at this time of the year. But it seems like every team could use another pitching arm right now.
I think it's just a down year for pitchers.
It does seem like that.
There's years like that, where the hitting is just better. And I can go down a rabbit hole on this, but it has a lot to do with the baseballs that the MLB is supplying. So,
pitch clock has got to be
Yep,
something,
and
right? Like
implementation of the pitch clock. Yep.
adjusting to the pace of the game and everything.
Honestly, the Twins are sitting. When you look at some of the other divisional leaders, the Twins are sitting pretty okay as far as pitching goes compared to recent years. Where they've been in the playoff one. I feel a lot more confident in this staff than previous years' pitching staffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
If anything, they need to go out and get a bat, in my opinion. But
someone that can hit left-hand pitching is what we need.
Yeah.
NL West, I'm rocking with the Dodgers. I feel like it's a cop-out answer, but too much history there. I mean, they've won this division how many years in a row?
No, it is close right now, but it is so tough to pick against the Dodgers, and with that, until they don't, it's tough to pick against them. I'll go with the Dodgers as well.
They would have to be giving a Yankees level performance for me to seriously think they were completely out of the playoff picture. Just to be a contrarian, I'll say that the Diamondbacks are going to win the division because I do think that'd be fun.
Would be fun. D-backs and the Reds?
Yeah. Merrill Kelly's on the IL right now.
Ooh, I didn't know that. That's not good.
Even if they do edge out the Dodgers for the division, they're pretty young, and I just don't see them going far in the playoffs. So, but it would be fun to see them win the division instead of the Dodgers who win it every year for,
ever. Yeah.
Since 2015.
World Series then. Who are the two teams playing? Who's winning? Again, this is a cop-out answer because these two teams have the most wins, but I really like their bats and their pitching. I'm rocking the Rays versus the Braves. I think, just like I said in preseason, I'm rocking Braves win it all. Nothing has changed my mind when it comes to that.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, anything can happen in a 7-game series. I think
for sure.
I can't even pick if one of those teams were to not make the World Series, which one would it be? I'm leaning towards the Rays.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't see the Braves losing. I just can't see it. Especially like you said, if Max Fried comes back and can be healthy at the end of the year when it matters the most, there's just no way they're going to lose. I'm sorry. They have good bullpen. They have elite pitching. Their bats are freaking ridiculous. Matt Olson is just on one this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I
might have a 40-40 season, which is insane.
Never happened before, right? I don't think so. Or maybe once. But I don't think it has.
Did Bonds ever have a 40-40?
Bonds had
I don't know.
I think there's only been 4 40-40s. Bonds had one. A-Rod
Sosa
had one.
did Sosa? I know he was.
No,
or not Sosa.
Canseco had one.
Alfonso
Canseco.
Soriano was close too one there.
And Soriano had one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think those are the 4.
How about you? You're going Braves too, Forbes, or
No.
Oh,
I am going to go Astros over the Dodgers. Back to the
Astros repeat champions.
And I think that was
I could see that. Totally could see that.
I think that was my prediction preseason. So
that was my prediction preseason. I should have probably stuck with it, or not that. I was Braves Astros, so I probably should have stuck with the Astros in the World Series. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, Acuna, 23 home runs, 44 stolen bases. I mean, honestly, the guy could have a 50-50 season.
Yeah, and what's his bad like 330 as well?
He is hitting 334.
Right. Ridiculous stats.
OPS over 1,000.
Just unreal. All right, do you guys have any other second half of the season thoughts or anything you want to throw out here? Otherwise, we can finish the episode with a little Twins talk.
Oh, also, I don't know if we mentioned it, but Ohtani leads the league in triples as well.
Does he really?
So, I mean, home runs and triples. I don't know if that's ever been done.
How close is he to doubles?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. But no, the fact that he's leading the league in triples as well absolutely blew my mind. I went to look at like the list of all like the list of the career leaders for triples in a season. And man, the guys back in like the 1900s to like the 1920s were hitting like 20 to 30 triples. Like those are like the top triples. Yeah. None of the names I recognize. So I thought that was interesting.
Well, yeah, you just got to hit it dead center at Ebbets Park or Ebbets Field, whatever that one was.
True.
Where it was
probably
like
no fans.
475 to dead center.
Freddie Freeman leads the MLB in doubles right now, 34.
I don't even see Shohei on here. He hits too many home runs. That's his issue.
He goes to third.
Yeah, he just goes.
Oh, yeah, that too. Oh, here he is.
Right,
he's got 16.
16 doubles?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of low. All right, Twins. I got a couple questions for you guys, and we'll get you on the road. General thoughts on the season so far. Like, has it gone the way you thought it was going to or not? I would say yes. I mean, before the season predicted to win the division with, 87 or 88 wins, I said. Maybe even 85.
I think it was 82.
So they're on that pace. I mean, this is what I expected. I know some Twins fans are being optimistic and thought we could, win 90-plus games and be legit contenders, but I just never really saw it. And the same issues we've had in the past have came up again, aka bullpen. I don't think any of us really saw the batting struggles, though, especially from Buxton and Correa. So that's been my biggest disappointment so far.
Yeah, I think my favorite kind of, I don't know what the phrase I'm looking for here, but revelation maybe of this season would be Eddie Julien. That guy's fun to watch. We need to keep him in the lineup. I think there's just talks of moving Polanco to third now when he comes back from the IL. Just deal the guy. Just send him somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, he couldn't play shortstop. He didn't have the defensive capabilities to play shortstop. He's not going to play third. Like, send him to the Cardinals. Bring in Arenado if you need a third baseman so bad. Send everybody. Bring me Nolan. I don't care. We need a bat.
One of the things that I was reading about Donovan Solano or Donnie Barrows preseason, and from all accounts, it was fan favorite. He's going to be a fan favorite for the Twins. And he might be my favorite Twin so far this year. So I thought that I was I didn't really know the name when we first signed him, but every time I go to the ballpark, it seems like that dude is barreling up a ball. So
Donnie Barrels.
Donnie Barrels. All right. So what about second half of the season? What are your expectations? You kind of think we're just going to be on the same train, win some games, lose some games, basically stay right around 500 the whole way? We're going to catch a hot streak, get better? We're going to get worse? What are y'all thinking?
If we could just get the hitting going, we could easily be 10 games above 500 by the end of the season, I think. But
I agree. Totally agree.
So many games this year where our pitching staff just gets 0 run support. And obviously, like, our bullpen has holes in it. But you also can't expect the bullpen to save every single game. So
yeah, no, I think it comes down to 2 guys, and the 2 highest paid guys that we have on the offensive end, and Correa and Buxton. If they can start hitting like what we paid them to do, I think we'll be all right. But I think we'll be all right regardless. Just you look at the AL Central, it's absolute trash. So
bad, ridiculously bad. I mean, the Royals are on some sort of terrible pace. Got to be one of the worst in MLB history. Same with the Athletics, obviously. But
maybe the Royals are trying to move to Nashville.
Has that actually been a rumor, or are you just floating that out there?
I just made that up completely.
Okay, I was going to say.
I mean, they just did all those renovations to Kauffman Stadium, 10 years ago, so I doubt they'd leave. Yeah. But maybe they are just legitimately that bad. I don't know.
Their fans are pretty loyal, I'll admit. Yeah. Trade deadline. This is my last question for you guys. What do you think our biggest need is? What do you guys want to see us do, I guess?
I don't think we really do anything, to be honest. I bet we pick up maybe a bench bat or.
So you think you're expecting just the classic Minnesota Twins deadline here where we're just inactive and do nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
I gotta agree with Forbes. I mean, I think they need a corner infielder that can hit, but I don't think they'll get one. So,
and I don't think our front office is basically looking at this year like the World Series is in reach or anything, which it could be with the right lineup. I mean, our pitching staff can go up against any pitching staff right now, but maybe one significant bat, but I think you basically just got to rely on Buxton and Correa figuring it out. And if they can, I mean, what's the difference it can make anyway?
Right. No, I agree with you. Yeah, we're definitely not within World Series reach. So if we do moves, we actually make some moves. I'd like it to be minor, adding a bullpen piece or corner infielder, like Brendan was saying, something minor that we don't have to give up a whole farm system. I'm not trying to see like a Tyler Mahle type trade where it just comes back and haunts us here a year or two later. Chris Paddock type deal, yeah. I mean, the list goes on and on. So
I mean, I feel pretty good about Joe Ryan, Sonny Gray, Pablo Lopez rotation in a 7-game series.
That's what I'm saying. We just need some run support, man.
It's a completely different mindset once you make it in October, which I'm not sure that this manager or this front office realizes that, really.
And if any of those guys are go down Bailey Ober's been absolutely money for us lately. So
gave up 3 runs in the first inning last night and then was scoreless for the rest of the outing. So that's not easy to do, he still gave up 3 runs, but I don't know.
Somehow we're sitting here talking about we can't score runs. Somehow we are 5th in the AL in run differential, which I find amazing.
Guess because our pitching
would be a lot lower than that. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I think we lead the league in ERA.
Yeah, we're one of the top 4 or 5 for sure in ERA. I think we might be top 3. So just think about what that run differential would be like if we could score runs even slightly above average, league average.
Literally. All right, y'all. I really appreciate y'all coming on, helping me out with no Spinny this week. I hope that little rat's enjoying himself. with his wife over in Europe, wherever they are. I think they're in Paris right now. But yeah, if you guys have any other comments, go ahead and make them. Otherwise, appreciate y'all for coming on.
Congratulations, Spinny. Hope you enjoy the episode.
Congrats, Spinny. You rat.
Love you, buddy.
All right. Thanks, fellas.
Peace and love.
See you.
All right. Hard as Hardos. That was episode 65, the Trevor May episode for y'all. Go ahead. Hit that subscribe button if you somehow still haven't. Give us a good rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Give us likes on YouTube. All that good stuff, please. It seems like it's a little thing, but it does go a long way in helping us out. So please do that. And yeah, we will see y'all next week.